Welcome back, friends, and welcome if you are new. Welcome to Kelly's Cabin. My name is Kelly, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself real super quick. I have 4 adult children, and I have 4 grandchildren. I do work outside of the home, so my time for cleaning up house and organizing and laundry and doing all of that stuff is limited to after work on the weekends, or a lot of times on my lunchtime I'll throw in a load of laundry, rotate laundry, do something like that. But it is Sunday, a little after 3:30, and I have had 0 motivation today. So maybe you understand that, and we're going to work together to get a few things done. My main places I'm going to focus on today is I need to wipe out, kind of clean out and wipe out the freezer part of my refrigerator. We do have a swimming pool, so we have a lot of activity in the summer, and I stock up on frozen treats. Obviously, it's the end of January now, and I've either got crumbs and messes in the freezer drawers, and also some ice cream that probably needs to be thrown away. So we're going to deal with that, kind of clean stuff up and organize that. I need to clean my stovetop desperately. I need to scrub out my sink. I'm also going to show you how to clean your dishwasher with a power steamer, with the Bissell Steam Shot is what I'm using, is the Bissell Steam Shot. But even though I run a dishwasher cleaner through there every now and then, I have found that the hinges of the dishwasher are really gross, and it's freaking me out. And I'll show you something else that'll freak you out too. If you look at the bottom of your kitchen faucet, if you have a sprayer specifically, and look at the buildup in there, that is so bad. So I'm going to show you how to clean that. So those are 2 things I'm going to show you how to do. I'm watching some football today. It's Sunday, and so I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see it, but Sundays are for Jesus and football. So we're watching football and cleaning and hoping that taking you along for the ride will give me some motivation to get a little bit more done today. So let's do this together. And I do want to start out by saying, I think I'm going to start saying something that I'm thankful for each time that I film. And this specific time, I am extremely thankful for my adult children and close friends and my sisters, because I had some health issues this past week. Wasn't feeling the best. One of my daughters made the 6-hour drive up from Corpus and helped get me through that. My son, who was 25, was amazing, came through strong and taking charge. So my kids, all 4 of my kids were just absolutely amazing in helping take care of me. Of course, my husband was here too, but I want to really recognize my kids. It just feels good when you know you raised good human beings. So, and then a couple of close friends, Megan and Katie, that also helped me out a lot, and my sisters. So Kayla and Christy were amazing. And of course my Uncle David, because I never forget to mention him because I love him so much. So we're going to get a few things done, and I hope you'll get some energy, and let's get a couple of things done, and maybe you can learn a few tricks when we work on the dishwasher and the faucet. And I'm also going to show you just how to add a little something extra to your toilet paper. Yeah, your toilet paper while it's sitting on the roller, or the extra ones that you have in a basket on the back of your toilet for when you have company coming. I do this. I was showing one of my daughters to do this, and she said, Mom, you should really put that in a video. So I'm putting it in a video. All right, let's get started. Kansas City's winning. And since I had emptied my dishwasher and I was going to show you guys how to use a steam shot to clean those hinges, I had just a few things in the sink or sitting nearby that needed to be washed. So I'm just washing those up by hand real quick so that I have an empty dishwasher for a little bit longer. And how much do you absolutely love these little cups and saucers? I found these at an antique store as well. These are one of the things that I just absolutely cannot make myself walk past and not purchase. So these are a few of the things that are going to be going in the china cabinet. Oh my gosh, y'all, please look at how gross that is. Look, we have got really hard water here. I'm in Central Texas and we have really hard water. And so I'm using my Mrs. Meyer's baking soda scrub and a Scrub Daddy to try to get that off. It got a good bit of it off, but you'll see later in the video, I actually got out my Bissell spin brush and some of the pink stuff paste and used that as well. And I am not gonna lie, I am still having trouble. This has been build up on here that just wasn't maintained properly prior to me, and then something that I just really never thought to look at. And so anyway, I still have my work cut out for me to keep working on that a little bit, but that is the best way to take care of that scum.
So I warned you guys that my stovetop had really been neglected over the past few days. I'd made multiple meals and I just made a mess. So I was cleaning all that off. I just used a wet rag with some dish soap on it, and then I'm going back there with the Mrs. Meyer's baking soda scrub and a Scrub Daddy, and just really putting some elbow grease into that. I had a couple of places on there that I had a little bit of trouble with, and so you'll see me in a little bit get out this little plastic tool. It's a scraper. You can use it to scrape, well, like this, where I had just one little piece. You can see me scrubbing there that I just couldn't get off. And you can also use it to go like in the crevices of your countertop, like between your countertop and where your stovetop is, or if you have appliances pushed right up against the edge of your countertops, you can use that to keep those crevices cleaned out. Then I'm just wiping all that off with a dry towel. Just wiping all that off, and saw some spots on my backsplash. Figured I might as well take care of those. And then I'm going to come back over it with the Sprayway glass cleaner that y'all know is my favorite. And this combo just does an amazing job. If your stovetop's really bad, you can use the Pink Stuff paste. It's a little stronger than the Mrs. Meyer's, but that's overkill for what I was doing. So I think the stovetop turned out really well, and I'm just really glad I stumbled on that Mrs. Meyer's paste. So you can get that at Growth Collaborative, or you can get it on Amazon. And here is the Pink Stuff that I was telling you about a minute ago, and there is my Bissell spin brush. So I really highly recommend both of those things. So I'm scrubbing a little bit more on my sink faucet, like I told you I did, but you can use this for all sorts of things. So really invest in the Pink Stuff, invest in the Bissell spin brush. It's inexpensive. And as usual, I'm using my Method Granite Cleaner. It is really good at cleaning up, leaving a light polish on there without a waxy buildup. So I'm using that on all my granite. Y'all, how crazy is it that I still had a mug tree of Christmas mugs behind my coffee pot? And I do use my coffee pot daily, but I still had them back there, as well as my little Merry Christmas sugar cup. So I'm getting that stuff put away in the storage that I have in the dining room, saving it for next year. So in these glass cabinets in my kitchen, there is some alcohol in here, and we are not really drinkers, but we do keep stuff on hand in case we do have somebody over that would like a drink. So I'm gonna just kind of put those up at the top here in a minute, and I'm just rearranging some dinnerware. Some of that I'm going to get rid of at some point, some of the darker. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the coffee mugs that you see me taking down today. I'm going ahead and putting those together for donation. That little pink coffee cup that's on the very top, I will not be moving that. That is actually the coffee cup that I grew up watching my grandfather, my pawpaw, drink coffee out of all of the time. And of course, he's no longer with us, but I've got over 50 years of memories with that cup. And so I did ask to get that from my grandmother's home when she passed away, and it's not going anywhere. I love that mug, so I don't care if it matches anything or not. That is front and center for me. So y'all will see that I still have that hot cocoa bar, little wooden box there with the disposable cups and kind of the hot cocoa, and then the striped little spoons and straws and some sauces. I'm going to leave those hot cocoa things out for a while I've put my Christmas stuff away, but we always have some really wintry mix in February. I mean, I know I'm in Texas, but we do get something in February, and so I'm going to keep my cocoa out for a little bit longer, and I think that's fun. That's what I want to do, and it's my kitchen, so I think that's fun. y'all have heard me mention the Blue Feel vacuum, and that's what I'm using to vacuum up the crumbs and stuff like that in my freezer, that bottom portion of my refrigerator. And I vacuum with that, and then I clean it just with some Mrs. Meyer's spray. But I don't want y'all to worry that I don't have any food in the house. I want to preface this by saying I do have a stand-up freezer elsewhere in the house, and so most of our meats and stuff like that are in the stand-up freezer. So now that I've cleaned out this bottom freezer, I'll be moving some more stuff over. But I don't want anybody to worry that I don't have any food in the house, but I am trying to use up what I have, just like I told y'all. But I do have another freezer. So I'm trying to use the stuff out of that as well. I'll move some stuff over here, and then in the future we'll be cleaning out the stand-up freezer. And I'm just doing a quick pickup of some things that we had left on the table, mostly me. I also had a couple pairs of shoes down there by the chairs and that sort of thing. I just kind of dumped some stuff there. So I'm putting all that away. I'm only picking up 2 of the placemats. I'm going and shaking those off, wiping up some crumbs. And the reason I didn't do the whole table, I mean, I guess that's kind of lazy, but I really had just done this like day before yesterday. I had already cleaned the table. I'd taken everything out of that tray and cleaned it, but my husband had been eating some crackers and had made quite a mess on his seat, and so I'm cleaning all that up, and it's just the 2 of us right now that are eating at that table on the daily. So I just spot cleaned that a little bit because I had cleaned it already day before yesterday.
Okay, guys, I want to talk to you for just a second about this Bissell Steam Shot that I was telling you about. So, I got the Bissell Steam Shot Deluxe, and I just got this off Amazon. So, this is good for a bunch of things. It has a bunch of different tools. You can clean your shower doors with it. It's got a tool for that. It's great for cleaning inside your window tracking. That's one of the main things that I use it for, that and the shower door. And then I'm going to show you how gross the hinges of my dishwasher are. But you just open this thing, which is always my hardest part. Why is that? Anyway, fill it up with water. Pour that in there. It comes with this little plastic measuring cup that tells you what the max water is that the reservoir can hold. Just remember that this is steam and it will burn you, okay? I'm trying to figure out how in the heck, fire and damnation, excuse my language, that I can get in the right spot on this darn camera. Just bear with me for a hot minute. Okay, we're going to put this back on. Make sure that that's closed tight because you do not want that steam coming out on your hands. I speak from experience on that. Okay. Now, you gotta also be smarter than the cord that you're messing with, which is entirely likely I am not. Okay. That's a long dang cord. Alright, we're gonna plug it in, and we're gonna wait until this light goes off. It's letting us know right now that it is heating up. So we'll give that a minute. And I am going to show you, hopefully, mess with this tripod again. Okay. Let's see if I can get you in there. I'm going to take the bottom rack of my dishwasher out and set that aside. All right, let's zoom you in here. See if you can see. Look. And I mean, as you can tell, I keep my dishwasher pretty clean. So it stays pretty clean, but those hinges are disgusting me. It is so bad. And I actually noticed that because I was trying to find where the filter is on my dishwasher because I wanted to pull the filter out and clean that. So, and it's not in the obvious place of where most of most dishwashers have a filter. So I pulled all that apart, and my filter was clean. It didn't even need to be cleaned. But while I was down there, I was like, holy cow, look at these hinges. We got to do something about that. Steam shot to the rescue, I hope. Okay, so hold on just a second. We're letting it heat up, and then we'll I hope get it done. I have an old towel that's kind of ripped, and I use that for stuff like this, where I'm going to put it on the floor under my dishwasher, because this will make kind of a mess with water. It will. That's one of the drawbacks. It will shoot water and kind of dribble down. That's something you need to be aware of with your window tracking too. Have something down there, especially carpet floors or with floors. It's not a ton, but it will make a mess. So I'm going to put an old towel down here to kind of protect my floor and wait for that to heat. Oh, light just went off, which means it's ready. Light is off. All right, I'm going to get my towel and we'll get to work on this. This is so much better, y'all. Look, that scum is gone. Thank goodness. Not perfect, but so much better.
Okay, we have gotten a lot done. I do not decorate much for Valentine's, but I did put this beaded heart on my pantry and Valentine towel. And then I love that little tea towel. We treat you like family. Yep, not going there. Except not my family, because they're amazing and I love them.
Okay, guys, so I've got my basket of extra toilet paper that goes on the back of the toilet in the guest bathroom. And I'm going to take these rolls out because I have not prepped those appropriately for company. You're going to turn your faucet on for just a second, flip it off, find where your toilet paper starts, and let's just make it into a little triangle. That's what I like to do anyway. You could just do it without the triangle, but make it into a little triangle and just blot it there, and it seals it. Isn't that cute? So you can even take the roll off of your roller when you're expecting guests before they get here, because this is a bathroom that is only used by guests when they come. So and then just stick it back on the roller. And they are going to think that you are so fancy and you spent so much time doing this, but really it's just your Cottonelle toilet paper and some water. My Cottonelle. I like my Cottonelle. And we're going to stack it up there so that everybody can see how much trouble we went to because we were so excited about them coming to visit. These are little things I like to do when I have guests, and then I also like to do, I call it a hospitality basket, where I put some goodies in a basket for my guest to take home, like some pampering items, some snacks. I love doing that. All right. All the spare toilet paper is sealed and looks good. Toilet paper on the roller looks good. So, see the Mickey Mouse in the window? Funny story. Oh, I'm sweating. So, I've had a cardinal that was beating on that glass for, that's horrible. That was beating on this glass for a solid week. And I mean all day long, morning to night. And I tried closing this bathroom door, leaving it open, anything that maybe would help it not get so much of its reflection, and nothing worked. And I finally went in the toy room and I got Mickey Mouse and I stuck him up in that window, y'all, and it has worked. The cardinal left and never came back. So I guess Mickey Mouse can be my scarecrow of up high. I forgot it was up there when I was filming, but I think it's fun. So I will get him down and put him back in the toy room. But if that cardinal comes back, y'all are going to see this from now on because I'm not dealing with that. That poor bird. I mean, I really feel bad for it because I think it's going to just like knock its whole beak off. It's hard. I mean, I'm going to have to go out there and get up on a high ladder and like inspect the glass. There's, I don't know. I think it may even put like scratches and chips in it. It was bad. It was bad. But Mickey to the rescue. So that's why I have Mickey in my guest bathroom. It kind of offsets the fancy toilet paper though, doesn't it? So I'll get rid of that.
Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in a week.